we get to the next song, I do want to talk about the artwork.
Oh yeah,
That's on the album and in the book, because this is an experience. This isn't just a CD. You know, you've got a whole tapestry going on: music, written word, and imagery. I know that was intentional, but tell us about the imagery and how that came about.
well, I'll just grab it here.
There you go.
Yeah, well, for one, we've started working several years ago with a designer named Roberta Hansen, Roberta Landreth now. She's married to Dave Landreth, and Dave and Joey Landreth are Dave and Joey of the Brothers Landreth.
Okay.
Right? So magnificent musicians. She is a brilliant designer. She's an intuitive. I mean, she kind of knows the principles of design, but she's an artist in her own right. And it's really interesting with this one. I sort of gave her the songs and the lyrics, and I said, I'm thinking of doing a booklet, not just, of credits, but maybe writing some reflections. And how would we do that? And because each then chapter would need a design element that's related to the cover and all that kind of stuff. That's about all I said to her.
Wow.
And this is what came back.
Incredible. And each song has its own image, and it's
brilliant. So
Yeah.
wouldn't you love to know? And there's a keyhole, right, for you to know the mystery. Like
Yes.
it's behind, right? So she grabbed that right away, and then she grabbed sky and ocean, things above and things below. She grabbed images from things that are above, flowers and hands and stars, and things that are below, shovels and anchors, and how these things work together, and that truth is something that there's surface and there's subterranean, there's mystery, there's revelation. It's all part of that. And so she built those themes all the way through. It's very good.
It's very good. Well,
Yeah.
it's almost like a devotional in a sense. Like I would highly recommend, if you're going through the album and listening to it, in order, to not only just read the words that you have written, but also spend time looking at the imagery that
Yes.
accompanies each song. Because I found for the next song, In Praise of Decay, the image that went with it, again, was almost devotional in retrospect to look at.
Yep. And the other thing to think about with the book too is that when it's just an interesting thing to comment on. All the music was written pre-COVID.
Yeah. Which you would not think when you listen to the album.
No. But the book was written post-COVID, right? So that's an interesting thing. And so in writing the book to go with the songs became new to me. Because when I wrote them, nobody had ever heard of COVID. Nobody imagined a worldwide lockdown and all the anxiety that would come from that. But when I went to write that, this was exactly when it was happening, last March. And so the songs became new. They took on the aroma of the zeitgeist of the time. And so in a sense, the book is about me in some way rediscovering the songs in this new time.